Hey, what is up, mortals? It's KiChanVA here with a new video for you. Welcome to part 3 of What If Deku Was a Taskmaster. I just wanted to greet you guys by just saying, sit back and relax. You're in for a treat. So, we begin. Okay, you're finally here. Whoa! UA looks bigger than in its pictures. The boy took a deep breath as he readied himself to walk through the hallowed gates of UA. This school produced the current top 3 heroes and many of the greats throughout history. This place is for the cream of the crop. The best of the best. Time to secure my spot here.
All right, boys and girls, are you ready?
The crowd of students responded with dead silence to the call. President Mike tried once more, but was met with the same reaction.
Come on, let me hear some excitement. Man, y'all are a tough crowd. Well, I bet you just want to get on with the exam, am I right? So let's get on with it. First on the agenda is the written test. I hope you all studied well, because a lot of those questions are real head scratchers. You'll need to step outside, where some of our staff will be waiting to take you to your designated rooms based on your ID number. You'll have 90 minutes to complete the exam. Once the time elapses, hand in the paper to the staff member who led you to the room and take a 30-minute break. Anyone with support items, use this time to gear up. After the break, your assigned UA teacher will lead you to the test site. Here you'll meet combat robots of varying strength and get points for destroying them or deactivating them by pressing a red button at the base of the robot's neck. There are 4 distinct types. One type's worth 1 point, the other 2 points, the other 3 points, and the final one's worth 0. Why, you ask? Well, it's an obstacle added to make it more challenging. Pro tip, you may want to avoid that one. Also, only attacks targeted at the robots are permitted. Playing anti-hero and trying to go after other competitors is prohibited and will result in disqualification. Going overboard and endangering others is also against the rules. Better keep yourselves in check, you hear? So, did everyone catch that?
The students respond with a resounding yes before being let out by the pro.
Well then, good luck and remember to go beyond, plus ultra style!
Izuku rose from his seat and prepared to find his assigned UA teacher. However, he was halted by a familiar voice.
Oi, Deku!
Dang it! Izuku whispered in annoyance to himself.
What's your ID number?
Huh? What's it to you?
I want to kick your ass in the exam, so tell me!
Fine, jeez. The two looked at their respective numbers and realized they wouldn't be in the same testing areas. Maybe it's 'cause we went to the same middle school, and they thought we'd help each other?
Damn it! I guess I'll beat you another day.
Wait, Izuku whispered to himself again. No Bakugo. All day? Awesome!
The hell did you say?
Nothing. Izuku's teacher was President Mike, who led him and his group to their exam room. It was a pretty hard test, but nothing he couldn't handle. He was no super genius, but a diligent student with above-average grades. Once the exam was completed, Izuku handed in his paper and was directed to a changing room to equip his gear. He had his bow, a quiver full of trick arrows, his grappling gauntlets, and a shield that could compress to make it more portable. The gauntlets could also be used to pull the shield back to him using magnets, and the quiver has a magnet to hold the shield, so he doesn't always have to hold it while moving. With preparations complete and the break over, it was time for the physical exam. Izuku was a tad nervous, but he was more than ready to pass this test. He started eyeing up his competition, and his eyes fell on a worrying sight. His legs... could it be? Is he related to Ingenium? He nervously mumbled to himself. I studied his moves to form a strategy for speed quirks, and those exhaust pipes kind of look like his. Guess there might actually be some competition here. Wait, why is he coming over here?
Hello, my name is Tenya Ida,
said the blue-haired boy who had noticed Izuku staring at him. He decided to approach and introduce himself with a handshake. Sizing me up, perhaps? Oh, sorry about that. I was just...
It's quite all right. We are competing against each other after all, so it's understandable. However, staring at people is rude. If that's a habit of yours, consider putting it away at once.
Sure thing. Oh, that's right. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Their brief conversation was cut off by their teacher.
The heck you think you're doing?
President Mike shouted.
Real battles don't have countdowns. The test has already started. Hurry up! Go, go!
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever growing difficulty, and hackers could exploit you. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. In addition to providing you with the same passage through the web, you can also expand the reach of your favorite streaming services. Are you tired of going through 2, 3, or even 4 streaming services to watch your favorite anime? Well, with NordVPN, you can change your country and be able to binge shows like My Hero Academia, Naruto, and many others on your favorite streaming service with just a press of the button. Check out the link in the description to get 72% off when buying for 2 years, $3.29 a month. This deal is for a limited time, and thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. The students rushed into the testing area to collect points, causing considerable chaos. However, Izuku kept back, not wanting to be caught up in it. Going through that mess of people is a fool's gambit, Izuku said while pointing his gauntlet at a nearby lamppost, launching a grappling hook, and pulling himself up before taking aim. 2 targets, both one-pointers. They're worth the least, so they're probably also the weakest. Let's test their durability. He takes aim and fires 2 arrows that fly over the crowd and effortlessly breaks through the heads of the robots, destroying them in an instant. Some students were surprised, turned their heads to see who fired the arrows, and noticed Izuku mounted on a post. They're more delicate than I expected. I shouldn't waste arrows on them. Better off throwing my shield next time. Now then, let's see what the others are made of. Izuku lifted his arm towards the roof of a building and fired off a grappling hook so that he could take a higher vantage point to avoid the congested streets. That crowd's a pain. Gonna slow me down, throw off my aim, and potentially lead to stolen points. So, staying high in surprise attacks may be my best option. The strategy worked rather effectively. He primarily kept to the rooftops to locate targets before ambushing the robots without them locking onto him, making for easy kills. He also helped protect people that were swarmed by too many robots. The exam was going by without a hitch. But that changed near the end. Izuku spotted a group of robots in an alley, so he threw his shield. It ricocheted off the walls to destroy the 4 targets before coming back. 6 more points! That makes 41. I doubt many got more than that. I could tell that most of those guys couldn't even get past 10, so I should be good. With time running out, I may as well gather points while walking back to the entrance. He walked out of the alley as a 2-pointer snuck up and tried to hit him. He did a front flip to easily evade the attack as he used the momentum to throw his shield to the wall in front of him, with enough force for it to bounce off and crash through the robot's head. Welp, that makes 52, he said, holding his arm out as the shield flew back to him, and he stuck it to the magnet at the back of his quiver. I was expecting UA to make this a little harder. At that moment, the ground began to shake as a loud rumbling could be heard. Huh? What's going on? Izuku turned his head to see the source of the commotion. There was suddenly a massive robot that towered over every building on the exam site. You gotta be kidding me! Is that the 0-pointer? The 0-pointer moved forward, bulldozing all the structures in its path as scared students fled toward the entrance. Izuku followed suit as he prepared to run away from the robot, but a soft feminine voice caught his attention. Ow! Izuku turned and seen a brown-haired girl pinned under some rubble. She struggled to get up, and the 0-pointer closed in on her. Without hesitation, he broke into a sprint toward her to give his assistance. Upon reaching her location, he gathered his strength and tried to move the rubble off of her. Although he couldn't completely get it out of the way, he could at least budget enough to allow the girl to use her quirk to help lighten the load and fully free herself. Izuku tried to help her up, but she struggled to stand. She had sprung her ankle and couldn't place her weight on it. Izuku gently picked her up and carried her to the entrance as she used her quirk on herself to make moving easy for him. He didn't have to go far, though, since the exam time had just run out.
Okay, folks, that's all for today. The exam's over.
President Mike exclaimed to the students.
So, you can put me down now,
Uraraka said, blushing slightly. Are you sure? Izuku asked, not noticing. We'd better make sure you don't put any weight on your ankle in case it's more serious. A short elderly woman in a white coat approached the two and spoke up. There's no need for that. You can set her down right here. You can help her? Sure can, she said before she leaned in and kissed Uraraka on the forehead. Can you stand up now, sweetie? Izuku slowly sat her down and she exclaimed,
Wow! My ankle's all better. How'd you do that?
My quirk can stimulate the body's recovery process with the help of a kiss.
Oh, I think I've heard of you. You're a recovery girl, right?
That's me.
Recovery girl said as she reached into one of her coat pockets.
That was sweet of you to save your fellow examinee. Here, have some candy.
Oh, thank you.
Here, you have some too. You did great out there.
Thanks.
Recovery girl left them to search for others that needed her help. Then the two started walking back to the entrance and talked on the way.
Thanks for helping me. My name's Ochiko Uaraka, by the way.
My name's Izuku Midoriya, and don't mention it. I just did what a hero should do in that scenario. They continued to chat until they reached the entrance gate, where they waved goodbye and parted ways. Then Izuku went to the changing room, took off his gear, and headed home. A week passed, and there was still nothing from UA. Izuku was starting to get a little anxious and tried to pass the time by working out. Gunhead tried to help calm him, but every second that passed slowly but surely chipped away at Izuku's confidence. He quickly switched from having unshakable faith in his prowess to needlessly doubting and overanalyzing his performance. Maybe I miscounted the points. I could have sworn I studied well. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I failed question 32? It was pretty challenging. Hold on. Did I even beat any 2 or 3 pointers? Darn it! Other than the 0 pointer, they all kind of look the same. Oh no! I really did miscount my points. He nervously muttered before the doorbell rang and snapped him out of it. It was a delivery. An envelope? From UA? Izuku took a deep breath to calm himself. He went to his room and slowly opened the envelope to reveal a small device and placed it on his desk. What the? How do I work this thing? He tapped a button on it and a hologram of All Might popped up.
I am here to disclose the results of your exam.
Whoa! It's All Might!
That's right. It's me, All Might.
Wait, you can hear me?
Of course I can't hear you. That'd be ridiculous. Ha ha ha!
Did you just respond to me?
On to more pressing matters. I have tons of these left to record, so let's get moving. Congratulations, Izuku Midoriya. You have been accepted into UA.
Really?
Yes, really.
Again, did you just...
Not only did you pass, but you finished in second for overall performance with a phenomenal 52 villain points and 45 hero points.
Hero points?
Yes, hero points.
Okay, there's no way you can't hear...
Hero points were the secret part of the exam. There to make sure that not just people with power passed, but those with strong hearts as well. Excellent work, young man. UA is honored to welcome you into our esteemed halls, and I look forward to meeting you.
You look forward to meeting me? Does that mean you'll be at UA?
Indeed I will. I am UA's newest teacher in the hero course.
Seriously? How you keep...
Farewell, Izuku Midoriya, and I hope you're ready for your Hero Academia.
The device turned off as Izuku jumped for joy at his enrollment into UA. More days passed as Mei Hatsumi also received her enrollment into UA. The two would meet up to celebrate their success, and the day soon came for them to attend to their dream school.
Izuku, you ready yet?
Mei said as she knocked on the door of Izuku's home. Give me a second. Just putting on my shoes.
You've gotta be joking. We finally get to walk to school together, and you're late.
Relax, we'll make it on time. The two got onto the train and made their way to UA. Class A. Oh, here it is. Wow! The door's massive. Guess it's so everyone can use it.
Would you shut up? Jeez!
No, it can't be. That voice. Izuku slowly opened the door to see a worrying sight. Remove your feet from that desk. That's insulting to all the students who came before us, as well as the hard-working craftsmen who made it.
What the hell do I care? Shut it and mind your own business, you extra.
I'm still in the same class as Bakugo, even at UA? And that Ida guy's here too? Oh, just when I thought high school would actually be kind of fun, Izuku said in a disappointed tone before a familiar voice called to him.
Is that you? What did you say your name was? Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya, right?
Oh yeah, and you're Uaraka?
Yay! You remember me. Glad to see you got in. And on top of that, we're in the same class. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's great.
Hey,
Uaraka looked past Izuku's shoulder and tried to observe the class.
is our teacher here yet?
I wonder when they'll show up. Would you two quiet down? If you're just here to make friends, then you can just leave.
Huh? Who just...
Uraraka turned around to spot who said that, and her eyes looked down to see what had seemed to be a worm-like creature on the ground.
What is that?
Calm down. Call me Mr. Aizawa. I'll be your homeroom teacher. It's about time you quieted down. But it took you 8 seconds, and that type of inefficiency won't be tolerated here. Now, without any further ado, let us begin. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials got you covered. Our We the Celestials, My Hero Academia,
And Naruto Uzumaki What If channels!
retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it for us for today's video. I'm KiChanVA, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.